My dear precious child, you are chosen. From the very beginning of your life, before you even knew my name, I already knew yours. Before a single tear ever fell from your eyes, I counted them. Before a single word ever left your lips, I heard them in the silence of your heart. You are not hidden from me. You are not forgotten by me. You are my beloved, my creation, my treasure, and I want you to know today that I am always listening. Even when the world makes you feel like your voice is lost in the noise, I hear you. Even when the silence of your room presses heavy on your chest, I hear you. Even when you whisper words you cannot share with anyone else, I hear you. And when you say nothing at all, I still understand the cries of your soul. There are moments you have wondered, does anyone truly see me? Does anyone hear what I am going through? My child, I have seen every sleepless night. I have watched every moment when you felt too weak to continue. I have leaned close in the times when you thought you were all alone. I have been by your side when your heart was breaking, when your hope was fading, and when you questioned whether I had turned away. I never turned away. I never closed my ears to you. I never abandoned you, not even for a breath. Sometimes you feel like your prayers rise up only to fall back down unanswered. But my child, not a single prayer has been wasted. Every whisper you spoke into the darkness was heard in the light of my presence. Every thought you carried in secret has reached me. I do not require perfect words. I desire only your heart. Even when your words are broken, even when they stumble, even when they are filled with confusion and pain, I listen. For I do not only hear the sound of your voice, I hear the sound of your soul. I am always listening when you call out in joy, and I rejoice with you. I am always listening when you call out in sorrow, and I gather your tears as precious jewels. I am always listening when you confess your fears, and I draw near to comfort you. I am always listening when you question, and I do not condemn you for wondering. I am always listening when you are silent, for your silence still speaks to me. Your very breath is known to me, and I hear the cry behind the cry, the ache behind the smile, the storm behind your calm face. You are chosen not to be ignored, but to be cherished. You are chosen not to be abandoned, but to be held. You are chosen not to walk unheard, but to walk with the assurance that the Creator of heaven and earth bends his ear to you. When others overlook you, I do not. When others dismiss you, I lean in closer. When others fail to notice your worth, I call you mine. My beloved child, I want you to never doubt again. I am always listening. Think back to the times when you whispered, "Help me." Did you notice how a strength you could not explain began to rise in you? That was my answer. Remember when you asked, "Am I loved?" and suddenly a song, a word, or a memory touched your heart? That was my whisper back to you. Recall when you said, "Lord, I cannot carry this any longer," and yet somehow you kept moving forward. That was my hand beneath your burden. Every time you called, I was there. Every time you thought I was silent, I was working. I know there have been seasons where the silence felt unbearable. You asked, "Where are you, Lord? Why are you not answering?" My child, silence does not mean absence. Silence does not mean I stopped listening. Sometimes silence is the space where I prepare something greater than you expect. Sometimes silence is where I stretch your faith so that when the answer comes, you will know it was I who moved in your life. Do not mistake my quiet for neglect. Even in the silence, I am fully listening, fully aware, fully near. When you stand beneath the weight of your worries and your heart feels like it will collapse, I hear you. When you laugh with friends, but inside feel an emptiness you cannot explain, I hear you. When you walk through the crowd but feel invisible, I hear you. When you lie in bed and replay every mistake, every failure, every regret, I hear the quiet plea for forgiveness, and I have already covered you with grace. I do not turn my ear away because of your flaws. I draw even nearer. I listen not only as your God, but as your Father. My beloved child, the world may not always listen to you. People may interrupt, misunderstand, or dismiss your words. But I, the Lord who created you, give you my full attention. Imagine this truth. The same God who holds the stars in his hands is bending low to hear your every word. You are not a burden to me. You are not an interruption to me. You are not a background voice in the crowd. To me, your voice is precious. Your thoughts are valuable, and your prayers are treasured. Even when you are too tired to speak, your tears speak louder than words. Even when your pain is too deep for sentences, your sighs rise like incense before me. Even when your faith is shaking, I hear the tiny whisper, "Lord, stay with me," and I answer with my presence. I am listening when you shout. I am listening when you whisper. I am listening when you cannot even form words. I am listening when your heart breaks, when your dreams shatter, and when your hope flickers. And my listening is not passive, my child. I do not simply hear and walk away. I listen with the intent to move. I listen with the intent to heal. I listen with the intent to answer in the perfect time. I listen with the intent to remind you that you are not alone. I listen because you matter more than you realize. I listen because you are chosen. Do not ever think your prayers are too small for me. Do not believe the lie that your words are not important. If it matters to you, it matters to me. If it touches your heart, it touches mine. Whether you speak of deep wounds or little worries, I lean in to hear them all. I am not too busy for you. I am not distracted. I am not distant. I am here, and I am always listening. So when you feel like giving up, speak to me. When you feel like dancing, share your joy with me. When you feel like crying, let your tears fall before me. When you feel like no one else cares, remember that I always care. I will never stop listening. I will never stop hearing the cries of my chosen one. I will never stop paying attention to you, my dear, precious child. If you truly believed how much I listen, how much would that change the way you speak to me? If you knew with certainty that I am always near, would you still hold back your heart from me? Would you still keep your questions, your pain, your dreams locked inside? Or would you let me hear it all, knowing I will never turn away? Tell me, my beloved, will you trust today that I am always listening to you? My dear, precious child, you are chosen. I have never turned my ear away from you, not once. I have heard every sigh, every whisper, every tear, every prayer that never made it into words. Even now, as you read these words, my presence surrounds you. Even now, my ears are open, waiting for the sound of your heart. You are never too far, never too broken, never too quiet for me to hear. I am always listening, always watching, always loving. And now, my beloved one, I am reaching for you with open arms, asking softly into your spirit. Will you open your heart fully to me and speak to me, believing that I am truly listening to you right now?